This episode of Outdoor Journal Radio is brought to you in part by the Invasive Species Center, protecting Canada's land and water from invasive species. Freedom Cruise Canada, rent the boat, own the memories. And J&B Cycle and Marine, your home for all things power sports, boats, and equipment. Thank you.
Peace and love.
Thank you very much to our lovely audience and viewership. We thank you for joining us again. This is an interesting program today because just before we were going to go on with this, we were told our guest is not coming in today. So what do you do? Like, what do you do? Let's just
get it all set up here.
What do? You know, you make plans. You're gonna have a party or something at your house, and last minute you get a phone call, and the main focus of the party, the person that you were throwing the party, it says, "I can't come." What do you do?
It's snowing up, but pretty bad today.
Yeah.
So
what do? You just call me that? No, damn it! You do what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a podcast.
Give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
I hope we don't bore the hell out of them. Do you think we're going to be?
Stop it!
We think
It's
we're
a bunch of bullshit.
Mr. Pete, thank you.
Okay.
Stop it right now. See, that's negative thinking.
I said I hope we don't. That's positive thinking.
That will never, ever take you to the promised land.
That's around the positive horn there.
On today's program, a couple of things we are going to talk about, not the least of which is this lovely little, I don't know whether you noticed it or not, but you astute viewers who are keen on the way placement on the desk, the book, you would have seen that right off the bat. And you probably said right away, whoa, what is that?
You would, if you were a viewer, you would notice that, wouldn't you? For
are
sure.
you kidding me?
I know you would. I say, get that lump of shit up, whatever they got in there. Get that off of there. I don't know what's going on here.
We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. Just keep an eye on it. Make sure it doesn't get moved. So I already told you we have no guest today, so I can't say on this show we have a special guest, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll bypass that right away. And we'll move right by everything. The Fishing Canada store, shop.fishingcanada.com, is there waiting for you, but I will not dwell on that. Lovely. That's one of the less costly.
That's not for sale.
That's not for sale?
Well, this one's for sale. This one's for sale, everybody.
What do you mean that's not for sale?
That white logo is from the Carp Cup or that era.
I think they should be selling these. This is perfect.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
The gray outline is
I think
what we
Nick.
sell.
I think Nick ixnated or something. I think
That?
the power.
That is not available.
Apparently, that's what they're telling me.
No, that's my favorite logo of all time.
Me too.
All right. Make a note, Dean.
All right.
We get to the bottom
I'll
of
talk
this.
to the store manager.
Well, he's not here today, so it really, at this point, if he's not here, I don't think we need to worry about getting his consent on any of this thing. I'm telling you right now, if that is not for sale, if that is not a regular garment in our store,
It's pretty damn good.
shame on us.
PDG, pretty damn good.
Because that's the nicest version of that logo on a black
Hell yeah.
a hoodie that I've ever seen.
Yeah, basic hoodie. Everybody loves black hoodies. And then a nice,
All right.
nice
Make it
red,
so.
black, and white. Great
We're
combo.
going to make that so. But we have a plethora of other items there.
Plethora.
I have things I discovered the other day. I was walking through the store the other day, and I discovered boxes of goods that we have purchased a couple of years ago that have never made it to the catalog.
And what do you think the reason for that is? Can you give us a hint into what, are they fishing? Are they clothing?
Clothing. They're all clothing.
Wow. No kidding.
Clothing, bags. I got lots of bags. Like duffel bags and that kind of stuff.
So stuff that is very usable, very sellable.
I got a bag back there that I thought, obviously at the time I bought it, so I must have thought it was pretty cool. I used to sell them years ago in the store. And I know somebody who has used one of those bags for all of his traveling.
I think I might know that person.
I think you do. All of his traveling is done out of that bag.
Nedvieski?
Hello.
Stepcho.
Joe.
And how long ago did he purchase that?
Well, he didn't purchase it.
Oh, I should. Sorry, Angelo.
He was given that bag. I'm going to say 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago.
Green one. It's
you
that
got
green
it.
backpacking thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful bag.
He carries his sleep
He does everything.
apnea thing in there.
Everything.
He could pack up a 2-week trip to Northwest Ontario in that little wee backpack.
Yes.
Somehow.
I have a carton of those.
With that red shirt that he has, that red Santa
That
shirt.
red Santa shirt.
You have a carton of those?
Yep.
Those are
sitting in
good
the back room.
backpacks.
I love those. So we're going to put them on.
Got to be worth
I
some
don't
money,
know what the
aren't
hell's
they?
been going on in the store lately, but we're going to change it.
Let's ask Nick. Oh, wait.
It's not here.
Shit.
He's got school. God forbid.
Yeah. What's he taking?
Who knows?
won't-
Time.
oh, you don't know?
He's taking time.
Told you
I think
not to make me laugh today.
I
Of
think
all things today.
I think he wants to be an astronaut.
Yeah.
Because he's taking up space.
He got rid of the tronaut. He wants to be an ass. Oh God.
Anyways.
So, by the way, excuse me because that right there, I have a cold, and I said, Ann, do not make me laugh because I will lose my shit.
Oh, I thought
coughing
you
and
were
all that,
apologizing to Nick for having such negative comments.
And the way Nick's been performing, and just in this podcast alone with these things and with the bags, nobody's going to be apologizing to Nick.
Sure. All right.
Okay.
Season 40 is now airing for those of you who may not be aware of it.
Get the hell out of here. Really?
Season 40, my friend.
Wow, dude.
On Global Television Network, 8 a.m., almost coast to coast to coast, but that would be lying if I told you that. It is 8 a.m. in every jurisdiction except Alberta and British Columbia. And there is on at 10 and 10:30, respectively, local times. Everywhere else across the country, it is 8 a.m.
Look at you
on
staying
Global.
up on it, eh? I like that.
Now,
Nice.
something different, something new. I like new. New's good.
It was excellent.
Every once in a while.
It was excellent.
For years, we've always had the premiere of each episode appear on Global first at 8 a.m.
Yes.
And then it would repeat on all of the other feeder
Specialty networks.
distribution networks, like the Sportsman's Channel, WFN, and et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that changed apparently this year. And we are now airing first there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, it's just, it's just a little shift. It's just
I
a
know,
little-
it's good.
it's a little-
Shifts are good.
It's basically somewhere along the lines we screwed up.
It wasn't by design. is
It
what
was
you're-
not by design. It was like we screwed up because, see, the deal with WFN and Sportsman Canada is that they need the shows way before Global needs the shows. So
Need in what sense?
and they just need us to deliver it to them.
Finished
2 weeks
product.
before, finished product that they're going to air.
Gotcha.
2 weeks before. So it got somehow convoluted and we had a change in something. I can't remember why Joe could tell us, but whatever happened. And we said, well, we got to just delay the WFN or the Global. I don't know how the hell happened.
How much time do you think we've been running now?
Go.
I don't know. Just curious. All right, go ahead.
That's
fine.
it. That's all I got. That's all I got
And so
for it. I
it's
don't really
now
know
it airs
100%.
there first.
So now it airs there first, and next year, hopefully, we'll get back to airing Global first. Well, it depends if everybody likes it this way.
Yeah.
But I think our major viewership is on Global. Our numbers, I think, are on Global.
without question. And YouTube is afterwards, right?
YouTube is a Monday after the weekend. that it airs, so yeah.
So do not despair, I guess. If you miss it when it's premiering, there's opportunities
Yes.
to catch each and every episode afterwards.
And our YouTube channel is doing quite well this year. Our episodes are doing quite well.
You sound
better
surprised.
than before. Well, it's because it's better than last year and the year before and the year before. So
Okay.
something's up. Do you know what's our
Word
percentage
up.
is better,
Word up with
right?
that.
Like,
Yeah, I think we're hitting numbers that we hit in a full year last year, just in the first week or so of airing. So I don't know. We've changed our style a little bit. I mean, YouTube's kind of tricky to figure out, but we've had some episodes where we're using more self-filming techniques, kind of quicker cuts.
Do you think the average viewer sees that?
I think
This-
there's a feel to the show that when
Yeah,
you're talking to a cameraman versus when you're talking to a camera in your own boat, there seems to be a different kind of feel to that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now there's guys, Jay Siemens for example, he uses a cameraman over there, but he's got a younger audience or something. He's grabbed that younger audience somehow, doing almost our style, but he's doing a great job on his YouTube, right? So I don't know. I think because we're old farts and we just can't pull in that younger audience. That's what I'm thinking. I mean,
Boy, he's negative today, isn't he? Now he's telling us.
He's sick.
Is there anything
Sick.
positive that you want to give us today on this show?
okay, that guy's young.
All right.
That guy's kind of young.
All right.
28 is young.
Yeah, ish. Yeah, that guy. I don't know. That guy there, step show. That guy is not, and that guy's not, and that guy way over
By
there
the
is
way-
not either.
I just noticed something. And call it nitpicking. I don't know. Like, who puts this kind of stuff together? Do we have an art
That's me.
department? That's
That's
you.
I manage the art department.
Right. Is there any reason at all that you can give me
Yeah.
why Mr. Bowman is double dipping on my screen?
Double dipping.
Notice I said on my screen. Mr. Bowman is double dipping.
Oh, he's hidden in the back.
There's Mr. Bowman.
Mr. Viola there.
Well, you can't even see.
Hey,
There's
look
two.
at that one there with your hair sticking up.
You,
like
can't,
a
you
that's
don't
you.
know who it is.
Here come the rooster.
You
yeah,
don't know who that
yeah.
is. But Mr. Bowman clearly
So you got 3 up there at my 2.
I didn't see him back there. He snuck in.
two full
And
exposures.
you know what? I'm whispering sweet nothings in your ear right there.
You're nibbling on my ear.
Hello,
actually.
peckerhead. Put that fish back before it dies.
I'd like to talk to whoever does that stuff.
Yeah,
You say it's you, Dean. Well,
I
maybe,
manage the department. I'll have a word with whoever's in.
maybe right
in
after
there.
the podcast we can have
Yeah.
a quick little meeting.
Yeah, and-
we haven't
and
had a
Dino,
meeting of
your-
that nature in a long time.
Your fish lost his head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
Nick
kind
doesn't even have a fish there.
yeah,
Whatever.
he's got something that's holding in his hand.
Yeah, you got it. Typical. Boom. Good one.
Yeah, so anyways, so that's all happening each and every week with the new series. We're getting some really great feedback on the 40th year.
And
which is kinda cool.
we'll carry this on a little bit later because of a fan question or feedback or question, whatever, can work into that YouTube. And there's something that I want to bring up in that. So we'll just
How do we remind ourselves? of that?
when we get onto it, I'll see because the question is very much.
You'll
it's
remember.
it'll prompt.
You
yes.
will remember.
Guaranteed, buddy.
All right.
Guaranteed.
And so then why did you have to throw that in
I
there
wanted
right
to
now?
tell you just to let you know
so
that
I-
it's coming. Okay, be prepared. It's like a girl guide. You better be prepared.
Listener feedback. Seeing as now we're name dropping, you just name dropped somebody a moment ago. Listener feedback in response to our discussions with Bob Izumi.
Come on now.
Name.
Yes.
There's the name drop there for you.
Bob Izumi. It's from at Rob Mainville 2632 via YouTube. And he says, in the late 80s, I remember being late teens, so he would have been 17, 18, something like that. I loved to fish, fished everything I could in the Ottawa Valley, through down to the Great Lakes, fished a few tournaments, was going in that direction. And I remember getting good advice from, here's another name, Big Jim McLaughlin.
Wow, look at you talking about.
I wonder
these
if they
old boys.
drop our names when they're doing shit like that.
I doubt it.
Does anybody ever even talk about us?
No, I think there's like Big Jim.
We just dropped
Well,
3 names.
I don't know.
We just dropped 3 names. Free, like gratis. Just threw them out there.
Yeah. You, the audience, have you ever heard our names dropped by other?
Yeah, probably not in a
YouTubers.
nice fashion.
Yeah, in a kind of a positive sense too. That would make.
Anyways, so he says that he asked Big Jim, do you love to fish? No, Big Jim asked him, do you love to fish? And he said, yes. Then you may want to give it more thought. Once you fish for a living, some of the enjoyment takes a back seat when you need to do it to pay the bills. That's what Big Jim told him.
Yes.
And young and dumb, I pushed forward anyways for a couple of years, had some success, but he was right. I went back to just enjoying it, removed the politics, the hustle, the days away from family, etc. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
There you go. That's a good point. Some people actually have that. You know, some people could say, you know what, piss on it. I love it. I'm going to be with it. I'm going to stay with it. I'm going to make it. You know, but
I had an interesting experience last night or the night before. I think it was the night
fishing
before.
a derby.
No, but in keeping with this sort of thought thing, you know, I mean, we're in the fishing industry, but there's many industries that this could apply to. Pretty much any industry.
Exactly.
So I like to watch this guy. I won't drop his name because he's already got like 1.8 million subscribers. So I don't think he needs my help.
Yeah, he's got.
He's a YouTube a slot machine guy. Plays slot machines.
That stuff's big right now.
And he was saying on a recent whatever, because do you call them shows? Like, what do you call those, Dean?
I think you call them
Episode,
shows or
YouTube
videos.
episode or
Just
video,
videos, yeah.
He was saying that, and it got prompted because he was sitting there playing, and this lady came over and said something to him about. She says, "No, think about this." She says, I don't like you.
Just walked right over out of nowhere.
Yeah, she says, hey, you're that guy. I don't like you. And he says, oh, well, I'm sorry, madam. What have I done to offend you?
And she had that redneck accent too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
See, y'all just play for big money. You go and you have $2,500 spins on that machine. So my whole gambling budget for the year is $2,500. I don't like you. Just like that. And he was very nice about it. He could have just been nasty.
Yeah.
He was nasty after she left.
Good. Oh, I gotta watch this
because
now.
they shot the whole thing. And anyway, so he did everything short of apologizing that he didn't fit into the template that she was hoping he'd be, right?
Right on.
And he explained to her that everybody has their own thresholds.
Yes.
I'm not suggesting that everybody has to gamble for the money that I'm gambling with, but that's what I like to do. I'm sure you like things that I might not necessarily do. Doesn't mean they're wrong. He was very nice about it. Yeah. So anyway, she walked away. And he went into the whole thing that we're talking about, or this email, YouTube customer here just saying that not everybody's the same.
Of course.
Not everybody can do everybody else's job. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of the planet.
Yeah.
Is that we're all unique individuals, and some enjoy doing what we're doing right here. A lot of people, probably most people, would not.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about it.
Yeah, true.
Some people, like us, enjoy being on the water for 14, 15 hours a day for a week. Some people in this room actually enjoy dragging a sled out in the ice in minus 35-degree weather with blowing snow and everything else.
Come on
pulling
now.
the sled by hand so he could go out and drill a hole a mile offshore somewhere.
And maybe not even catch a fish.
And not even catch a fish.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
No, it's not. It's
Not
true.
a bunch of bullshit. It's not, because he's saying everything true.
But the point is that everybody enjoys what they love, their passion. It's not for everybody. How somebody can make a negative comment that somebody else is doing that is beyond me.
That's the way the world is. Let's
It's
be
beyond
honest.
me.
It's just people love to do that kind of stuff. Some people love to do that kind of stuff. So
Anyways, getting back to this,
good to hear, guy. I want to hear that. I want to watch that. You'll have to show me what that is, because I want to hear his aftermath. That's what I'm interested in.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this is happening.
She's probably gonna watch herself on there, and I bet you she's gonna, because she knows him.
Probably
obviously.
does not. Probably saw the camera. Probably, looked at.
He's got 1 million plus subscribers. That means he's got 5 million viewers, 10 million viewers.
This guy is hardcore, man. He is as hardcore as you're ever going to get.
Love it.
Like, he'll blow $500,000 in a session and not even blink. Like, to me, that's insanity. But I love watching it because it's not something I would ever do.
Yeah.
But I love that a human being has put himself in that environment and finds it exciting and stuff. It's cool. I like watching it because I say, thank God he's doing it and not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Jesus.
Grass carp,
Speaking of
Mr. Bowman.
invasive.
Conservation Corner, brought to you by the Invasive Species Center.
Yes, sir.
Subject today
Grass carp.
is grass carp. How are we doing on this grass carp deal, Dean?
Well, it's kind of on hiatus because everything's iced over, so the sightings are down.
Right.
And the Great Lakes are almost completely iced over when we're recording this now, so who knows how they're even doing.
That's kind of crazy.
Do we know when this critter spawns?
I don't. I think a lot of carp species can spawn multiple times a year,
Yeah.
but I doubt they're doing anything.
Really,
in the ice. Yeah. I would have a feeling a winter would be pretty hard on them.
Yeah.
Like, most carp species don't do great under ice, I don't think.
Well, our commons do a pretty good job of it.
They seem to survive.
And they spawn in the spring. They spawn around here, southern Ontario, May to June.
See, I would assume those big carp are moving out to open water or something.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But that water temperature is 39 or whatever it is, 36 degrees.
But there's more oxygen
everywhere.
when it's open.
Right.
So if it's all locked up, I
Yeah,
wonder
well,
how they
that'd be
do.
a good test. I wonder if but carp of all fish, common carp, are better at low oxygen when you think about it than a trout let's say
well, because
a
their
rainbow
environment
trout.
is generally low
Yeah,
oxygen.
right.
Yeah, so
or
a rainbow,
or we think, anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, that's generally.
Yeah, there's probably not a lot of like science into what they do in the winter because they're not naturally here. But we'll see. It could be a hard winter on them, and maybe they'll be turning up in the spring. But that's why you got to know what they look like.
Can we, or maybe we have? Can we not do a whole show on coarse fish or non-game fish?
We could probably learn something.
Maybe
like
with
that.
the with
Stephen
the doc.
Cook.
Let's
Stephen
get the
Cook.
doc in here.
He's already talked about that at one time. Yeah, he mentioned that. So
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I'll get them on. I'll book
Make a
them.
note of that.
I'll
will you,
make a
man?
note, yeah.
Make sure if you don't know much about this species, if you're hearing it for the first time, you need to arm yourself with all of the information that might help you identify and hopefully help M&R or whoever in the area looks after these things to get that fish out of the water and do their testing and then dispose of that said fish. And if you should happen to catch one, and I still don't know, although we have 2 anglers that have caught them in the Great Lakes, as difficult as it may be, if you do catch one, you got to know that that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
You got to make sure that you know
Yeah.
that this is not a common carp. This is one of the grass carps. And the only way you got to do it is to load yourself with knowledge. Go to their site, download, don't just look at it, download all the imagery and information that's available there and keep it on your body when you're out fishing this spring and summer. Use it as your toolbox to
Yeah,
see
you
if
know,
you can.
that's an interesting point, and because the people that law-abiding anglers that don't know what that looks like would throw it back just thinking, oh, maybe it's out of season. What is it? I don't know what it is. And then not really even think anything about it, right? Versus when you learn that these are an invasive and that's what it looks like. Wait a minute, is that one of those things? So, because normally, if we weren't talking about this, if you and I had never had these conversations, I wouldn't even know what it was. I'd say, what the heck this looks like a carp, but it's not. I wonder what, you know.
I would think it. I mean, depending on the size, obviously, if it's
Yeah.
one of those 80-pounders, you
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
you kind of know it's
Yeah,
going to be a carp.
when they're
right?
small,
but
they
when
look
they're
like other
small,
stuff.
that could be anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So arm yourself.
As we found out earlier last year on the shoot, Dean
Yes.
had some issues
Some
identifying.
ID problems. Yes.
InvasiveCarp.ca.
That was the best.
That's the website to go to.
All right, invasive. What? I'm sorry.
Carp, InvasiveCarp.ca.
Carp.ca. There you go. This episode is brought to you by Anglers Leaderboard and its Spot Mapper feature. Spot Mapper connects your catch data to your spots, allowing you to view your catch history. With Spot Mapper, your locations stay completely private. Only you can access them, so your favorite spots stay your secret. Learn more at anglersleaderboard.com. This next segment, which is the news, brought to you by our good friends at J&B Cycle and Marine. If you need to get, I mean, obviously, if you're in need of making a purchase for a boat, motor, trailer package, they're the ideal place. But if you just need to get some info and maybe some help, some ideas, some direction as to what you should be purchasing, J&B Cycle and Marine is your place. It's Ontario's largest, for sure, Ontario's largest Princecraft and Merc combo package dealer, and beyond the boundaries of Ontario, I'm told. I haven't had anybody dispute that with me, and I've talked to folks at the boat show, in fact.
Hey, if nobody's,
Okay.
if the higher ups are not
At the boat show, and
disputing it?
nobody disputed that, including Rob.
well, Rob's not going to dispute it. He's going to love you for that. JP might have the stats or something. You never know.
They've been around since 1970, so they're doing something right, folks. And if you need the help from them online, just go to jbcycle.com, jbcycle.com.
I know they're.
Well, why is the Marine not in the online?
You got to make it
presence?
easy, bud. You got to make it easy. It's just JP Cycle and Marine. So just make it quick. Tight, people are lazy nowadays. Got to make it, just make it nice and quick. Thank you very much. I was going to say, although they have a second location at Sudbury, Rob owns Timmins. He basically owns that whole city. Everybody knows.
He's the mayor.
He's pretty much the mayor. Yeah.
I mean, think about it. They touch everybody because they sell everything.
Yeah.
Aside from food,
Yeah.
they sell just about everything else that you would need to get by from day to day.
And they're great people. So
Oh
that makes a
my
big
God.
difference, right? So
Unbelievable.
there you go.
All right, so that what is the news? Now we spent a half hour on who brought you the news, which is J&B Cycle of Breed.
Well, we could probably skip the news now.
No,
It's such
straight.
a good,
No time for news.
Intro. Sorry. News: Idaho poacher identified after leaving his address on deer remains. Is that the guy, Dean?
That's the guy, yeah.
Well, that was awful nice of
My
him.
God.
Yeah.
So, an Idaho rancher discovered a blood-soaked cardboard box containing deer remains along a backcountry road before deer season opened. The box had a shipping label with the suspect's own address printed on it. The Idaho Fish and Game officers traced the box to a Cottonwood, Idaho man. Obviously, it's this dude right here. The man admitted to killing a deer 12 days before the season and without a valid deer tag or license. So, the officers seized the deer and the meat and the antlers and issued citations.
Okay.
Go ahead, because it doesn't stop.
All right. Without knowing, and see, this is the problem when you read a story like this. We don't know all the details. We don't.
He's a freaking poacher.
Just hang on for a second.
I don't like him.
You see?
Look at him.
That's like that
Oh,
lady
yeah.
says, I don't like you.
Like a deer in the headlights. His deer had that same look in its eyes when he was jacklighting it at nighttime.
I don't like you.
Excuse me.
So, are you sharing that with me just now?
I coughed that way. That way. It's on camera.
We're all getting it. It's
It's
inevitable.
inevitable.
It's coming.
So, first of all, you have to ask yourself a question. You have to say, why
Why?
would this man put deer remains in a box, cardboard box, seal it, and put his own home address on it? That's what you have to see. That's where I go. First thing I go is, okay, let me understand this. He shoots a deer out of season, then proceeds to stuff it into a cardboard box, and he goes to the trouble of putting a label on it with his address. Then, obviously, it fell off the truck, you know?
It fell off the truck, the old scenario.
The old scenario fell off the truck.
Yep.
Like, see that?
See, I think probably he had like an Amazon box laying around that was empty and in the garage. He's like, okay, I'll just put everything in there. There's still a label on it. He didn't even know. And then he just...
Oh, see, you're looking at it that way. This box already existed.
Yeah.
With some previous product that he had ordered, has his home address on it. He dissects the deer and now is looking for a place to put the parts, and he uses that box.
Yeah.
And then he puts the box on the back of his pick-em-up truck, and it falls out.
Or he throws it out into the ditch or something. I mean, these guys don't care about
They
it.
don't care. This is littering. That's the least of his problems.
So you think he
He's gonna break some
knowingly threw
laws.
that box out?
Well, he's probably,
Yeah, I think so.
I bet you.
But wait, there's more?
The following day, an officer heard a rifle shot coming from said man's property. Investigation.
Were they like stalking him? They were
Maybe. Well, maybe they get. Obviously he's a criminal. Like
Right.
when you're stalking a criminal.
Okay.
Investigation revealed illegal baiting equipment, including a salt block and feeder. A search warrant uncovered evidence of multiple poached deer and an illegally taken moose. The man accepted a plea deal. He received jail time, roughly $10,000 in penalties, and a lifetime ban on hunting, fishing, and trapping.
Okay. Now I got a question for that. Okay. So you're telling me that the DNR, MNR, whatever they call themselves in that jurisdiction, after they had...
I'm never reading another news piece of my
No,
life.
but listen to this. After they had caught this man...
Yes.
Clearly caught him because...
For the first infraction or for this one here?
For the first infraction.
The first one, okay.
So they caught him
Yeah.
and they don't talk about any charges. They don't talk about what happened after they caught him.
So in the full story, what happened, I guess they went to his door. This is what I remember from the full story we have on the website.
Because I would think that they would go crashing the door down and right away, and then they would have found all of this other stuff that they only found because the guy was an idiot enough to shoot a gun or something within their... You know what I mean?
These guys are whack jobs. Okay, what about those walleye cheaters from Michigan? He gets caught for that cheating in the walleye, and then they look further. He's got 10 or 15 big buck deer out of season poached. He's got counterfeit $100 bills, and they're whack jobs, but they're criminals. They
See, I'm trying to make him human, right? I'm trying to think of him as human beings.
they're human, but he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's just he's the lowest human form.
So, Dean, what were you saying? Sorry, before you were
So
rudely interrupted.
the first time they went to his door with the box, he denied it, that it wasn't his. But then they said, this is your address? He's like, okay, I did it.
Okay.
And they and they opened up a cooler that he had in the garage, and it had the deer all butchered up.
Okay.
And then I think they just left it at that. They're like, okay, you admitted to the. So they charged him for the poaching or whatever.
Oh, they charged and then went away.
Yeah.
And then they were stalking. They were, surveillance and all that
Of course,
stuff.
you know that guy.
Because you probably need a warrant to go through. Actually, no, you'd have
No.
probable cause, right?
No. See, this is where people, and we had it on this very program not too long ago from an M&R official, as a matter of fact, but I've known this for years. The M&R, or whatever they're called in their particular
Usually DNR,
DNR or whatever they are the only law enforcement agency in North America that does not need a warrant to search your
Yeah, they're
property.
the most powerful of all.
They are the most powerful. They just can bang down your door and they can come in and search you, and they don't need a warrant. All they need is probable cause. And you know how probable cause, what is that, right? They just need probable cause, meaning somebody says, hey, you should go check Bill out. He's got a freezer full of walleye. That's probable cause. They don't need to knock on a door. They can break the door down and go into your
That's
freezer.
awesome. I love it.
So it wasn't that, Dean. It wasn't they went searching for a search warrant to come back the next day. No. That's why I'm saying it's kind of weird, because I would have thought if you caught me poaching and you say that everything was clear cut, the cooler's in the garage, the remains are in this box with my address, you come in, and why didn't you search? My question
these
is,
guys do like to stake out to get as big a charge as they possibly can. Now, the reason they searched him because they heard the gunshot. So as soon as you hear that gunshot out of season, that's in a rifle. You know what a 30-06 sounds like. These guys know what that sounds like, or whatever, 308, whatever. Yeah. They know. So they're saying, holy shit, let's get over there right now, because now he might have a fresh carcass there. He might have fresh deer. We can get on it quick. So, but otherwise, they like to get as much evidence as they can without, blowing their cover if they don't have to. So I watched a lot of this stuff. There's some great YouTube shows out there from the
wildlife.
I do
it's
too. So good. It's so friggin', and the people are so ignorant. They play ignorant. They're stupid. They're this and that. And the conservation officers, God love them, they're so good with these people. They just take all the shit, and the guys are lying, and the conservation officers, let me do that. It's good stuff. Search it out. It's really good. But anyway.
Now he's received jail time and roughly $10,000, you said, in penalties, right?
Yeah.
And a lifetime ban on hunting and fishing. A lifetime ban to a guy like this means nothing,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. They're going to catch him again, and he's going to, get caught again and again and again. And
crazy.
Just get some money and jail time out of it, I guess.
And that was a news article.
That was a news article.
Yeah, on fishingcanada.com. If you want to see the whole story with the truth and nothing but the truth, rather than what we just spewed.
We pretty much gave the whole story, but
we did.
I think you want to read it on your own.
Read it. Just go to fishingcanada.com, check out the news. It's called Idaho Poacher Identified After Leaving His Address on Deer Remains.
Come on now.
This episode is brought to you by Sail. Sail is proudly Canadian and stocked with over 100 Canadian brands you know and love.
From rods and reels to sonars to kayaks and every last lure you've seen on the Fishing Canada show, Sail has all the gear to get you on the water.
Drop into one of 12 stores across Ontario and Quebec and talk to the real fishing specialists, or gear up online anytime at sail.ca.
Sail, the ultimate destination for your outdoor adventures. We interrupt this program to bring you a message from Anglers Leaderboard, an AI-powered platform built for today's anglers. Use your phone and the photo measure board to automatically detect length and species, log catches, and track your stats over time. Whether you're fishing solo or joining a regional tournament, ALB helps you stay organized and competitive. Head over to anglersleaderboard.com to learn more and start using ALB today. Yeah.
Fan question of the week, Mr. Bowman.
Yeah. Submitted by @ScottMurray128 via YouTube.
Does this qualify for anything?
It does. If we wanted to, it is.
Okay.
It was asked in the right place.
All right. So we now are in judge mode.
Yep.
Okay. Judge mode. Here we go. Hi, folks. I've always been curious. How many fish do you guys catch that don't appear on an episode? on a Fishing Canada episode. The old belief that was that fishing shows fish for a whole day to get half an hour for a show. You guys are pros. If you're catching the big ones for TV, I'm sure you're catching a bunch of little ones and non-target species, just like the rest of us. How do you toss back off camera? Thanks. That's interesting.
Toss back almost sounds
back.
rude.
Toss
Come on now.
Toss back off camera.
Yeah.
Well, that's rather personal. So, first thing I'd like to comment on
Look at
about
the picture Dean put up. That's awesome.
is I don't know where you got that idea from, or no, I shouldn't, because I know that there are some people that do that.
If
we cannot. Now, we've only been at this for 40 years, so you'll have to excuse us, all right? We've got a little bit of learning yet to do. But we have not been able to do a show in a day. I know, you guys are saying right now, come on, no way, you guys are too good. Yeah. It takes us a week.
Oh, come on now. And on the water. A week on the water.
No, a week in
Okay.
total.
Now you're kind of...
Well, okay, I can tell you where we've been underwater for a week and didn't get a show.
That has happened for sure.
All right,
That
so
has happened.
let's not get
That
into
has
specifics.
happened. I know, but you can't really
We
lay out
spend
that
a
kind of
week
stuff.
to come back with what we hope is a good episode. A week. A day in, a day out, and 3 days on the water. That's what we do.
There's or sometimes 2 days in and 2 days out.
That's happened
Northwest
too.
Ontario, we have 4 days of travel in that trip.
True.
So,
But anyways, a day for a shoot, no, unheard of from us. Yeah. I know a guy. I think I've said this on the show. I know a guy who you all know who used to do 2 episodes in a day
minimum. Yeah.
and he had enough time to take not only a lunch hour, but he liked a little break in the middle of the afternoon as well.
A little nap? Nappy poo?
Well, no, he'd had to pound back a couple beers.
Drinky poo. A little nip.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he still did 2 episodes in those days. So
That's pretty good. That guy's good.
He's good. He was one of the best, as far as I'm concerned.
There's no doubt about that.
I'm being an ass.
Was
by
he
the way.
catching a lot of those right there?
Oh, yeah. Anyways, so we do, in that 3 days, 2, 3, or sometimes 4 days on the water, we do catch a lot more fish than you end up seeing on the show. Now, unlike just a recreational angler, we've got a lot of other things other than just fishing that we need to worry about that sometimes, a lot of the times, not quite most of the time, go wrong. So when you add the camera to a fishing day, it just changes the dynamics completely. I can't even start to tell you in words what that is, the changes, but it changes everything. So there are a lot of fish that we've caught on camera that were nice fish. They weren't just small fish, but unfortunately the camera operator, the equipment conditions were such that we weren't able to use it. And so they never made it to the show. We've got a treasure trove, a room full of those fish on tape.
Yeah, we do.
That we always say, oh, remember that? Yeah.
I watched one today. We all watched that episode coming up where the pike is half cut off like that. Any other time, we would not even let that go, but we had to kind of because it was the showstopper. So unfortunately, but it happens.
And we also have we normally go into these places where we're trying to tell a story, so you can't deviate as easily as you think you might be able to if you hear the odd time, I know on Temiskaming, Pete, you guys kind of deviated where it was going to be a walleye show and you could switch to smallmouth.
Yeah.
But there's other times where if we're telling a story about a stocking program or something like that, where you're stuck with what you have to do, what you have to do.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Good point.
As far as catching non-targeted fish,
it doesn't.
I don't think that happens that often.
No,
with
and
us.
if
The
they're
odd time.
decent, we use them.
Yeah,
we'll
the
use them
lake
on the
trout
show.
at Hawk Lake was kind of like
Yeah,
that.
lake
Was,
trout.
Yeah.
You and
Yeah.
Ange got
Well,
lake
we
trout
were
each?
targeting lake trout, though.
Yeah, that you were, but he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
Right. So, it's not as common as you might think because we don't put ourselves in places, and we certainly don't use techniques that would attract another species other than the one that we're after. If we're walleye fishing, chances are the location, the type of fishing, the baits that we're using, pretty much target walleye. Although the odd pike does happen by, and the odd muskie does happen by, but not that often.
No, it isn't as often as you'd think. And again, like I say, we embrace that. If a 45-inch muskie takes a jig and minnow, which happens, we're fishing a little tiny jig, the minnow's as small as that walleye right there, and you get a 45-inch muskie taking it. Well, and it's in season, we're going to show that. You know what I mean? It's going to be, even if it's not in season, we'll show the fight and all that, and release them at the boat. But
so at the end of a shoot, everything comes back. We have a pretty good idea of what we accomplished, but then it goes through an entirely different process where they start offlining the show. And offlining basically is they start structuring it based on the storyline that Dean was alluding to a few minutes ago, and based on the information that we come back with and say, oh, by the way, this happened. The muskie took the bass while we were bass fishing, like it happened this year. And then that editor will start. And in most cases, the editor wasn't out in the field. He doesn't know what really happened, right? Yeah. He just goes by all the information that he's given. But his specialty is being able to assemble the product in a manner that it's cohesive. It's all lined up nice. It's pretty. It's made for television, and that's his main criteria. Then once he's done with it, then we look at it, and now we look at it through different eyes, and we start suggesting some small modifications in most cases. I don't think we've ever said, all right, scrap that whole deal, let's go to another direction. But we give them some pointers that they probably wouldn't see because they're not looking at it through the lens that we're looking at it through. And then it's very much a collaboration, right? It's any given episode has had at some point 5, 6, 7, 8 people that have had their hand in it somehow. And when it's all said and done, we hope to come out and we've assembled 22 minutes of entertaining, informative product.
Yeah. And you got to remember too, embellishing upon what Ann says, is that a lot of times our camera operators are our offline editors, which have no idea about fishing. Okay, they have no idea what's going on out there and that. So for them to recollect like we can, they can't do that. We say that muskie hitting that bass was at that day and this, that. Yeah, they just don't get it. So they'll maybe have everything misjointed in the show at first. So we just got to change juxtaposition pieces around here and all that stuff. But when you're working with somebody like that, they're very good at camera, they're very good at editing, but they don't know anything about fishing. So it makes it a bit of a stumbling, right?
Yeah, it comes together because there's a lot of talented people all putting their 2 cents worth in a kitty.
Yeah.
And
what I was going to say there earlier too about the YouTube thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
So you forgot.
No,
if I had said, all right, let's, you'd have lost it.
Slapped you upside your head, and I had to stop right at it.
So full of shit.
I would have stopped you so fast. It's too bad because working exactly with Scott Murray's question here, it's too bad in the YouTube world, we don't just do a re-edit and show every fish. It'd be nice. I mean, you'd have an hour and a half, typical hour and a half YouTube show with fish after fish after fish after fish. Some of them could be. Like that tournament episode we're doing right now, like a lot of episodes. I mean, the Buck Lake show or whatever, there was so many fish not used on a YouTube, but it would take a whole re-edit. It would take another, I don't know how many dollars it would take to actually do that for YouTube, you know what I mean? But would it be better? It'll be different than the show that was aired on television. So,
Which is an interesting, weren't we talking about that not that long ago? About YouTube versus TV? Mm-hmm. So you're saying that what makes a good YouTube presentation is just continuous, copious quantities of fish, just continually catching fish.
No, but I'm saying this is where you can use it. We can't use these fish because of the time constraints that Ann said earlier. 22 minutes, 23 minutes, whatever it is. That's it. Then you got your getting there in there. You got your Garmin hotspots in there. You got everything that fills us up. So you got oh my God, there's 6. Okay, we got 7 fish in this episode. What about the 24 other ones that we didn't use? There, YouTube has no limits. You could actually splay it out there on a timeline. If people want to watch it, they get it. If they don't,
And it is kind of different too when you watch the YouTube stuff because they get to show parts of the day that we can't either, like at the breakfast table or,
really space
preparing
things
the
out.
boat or
Yeah.
all the stuff that we just kind of have to skip over.
Yeah, we have to
just 'cause
call.
of
We have to
time.
make some calls on what are we going to show here, and So,
And does the quality of that product matter, you think?
meaning, what do you mean by that?
Well, in an hour and a half presentation, there's going to be, I don't know, half of the stuff, if not more, that we would not even use
Right.
on the show
Absolutely.
because it doesn't meet a certain criteria.
Yeah.
I do think YouTubers are a passive audience.
So they don't mind that stuff.
Buddy,
I
you
think
go
so.
on YouTube now, and you run your cursor along the timeline. You're going to see this little thing up there is most skipped, most played, most played. People are just running through. If they don't want to see 4 fish in a row, they just skip across. Then, oh yeah, like I hit that most played. They're skipping through it. They're not watching that full hour and a half, but they're watching more than 22 minutes of it. A lot of time, they're getting rid of that bunch of bullshit in there, and they're moving on. So a lot of skipping going on there. And then other people might watch that part, right? So
Whatever happened to just enjoying something for what it is?
Those days are over.
Huh?
I think those days are over.
so.
You're not allowed to enjoy things now.
I like a nice cigar and a beer. I can enjoy that from, well, I can't. I can't have just one beer with a nice big cigar. Maybe a cigar and a couple of beers. I can enjoy that from start to finish. There's no doubt about it.
All right. Speaking of cigars.
See that?
I thought
See
you were
that
going to forget.
segue?
I thought for sure
See
you were going
that?
to forget this.
He was going to forget, but I was all over it. But I was going to forget YouTube, man.
Are we done with this?
Well, you do need to announce if he's won our prize.
Oh,
wow.
okay.
We
What
gotta
was
do
the
that?
question again?
I ask a simple question: how many fish do we keep in an episode versus throwing them out versus?
No, that's not worthy of.
Really, I thought
something.
that I
How
thought it
many
led to
fish-
a good discussion.
Well, it was great discussion. Thank you for allowing us to discuss the things we discussed. But in terms of a question, though, really, honestly, it's not that. How many fish do you throw away that you don't show on TV?
Yeah, you know what?
It's not a good
It's a
question.
good discussion.
It's a great discussion, and we appreciate you sending that in because otherwise, we don't know how we would have filled the show in.
Scott,
don't
just throw us another question. Get us just
Don't-
now see what you didn't do that well, and
don't get discouraged. Without you, we wouldn't be here doing this episode right now. So, but in all fairness, in total honesty, in terms of just a great question, no, I can't do that.
All right.
I'd love to, and I would certainly would encourage Scott Murray to, as Pete just said.
we won't deny as another question if it's a good one, right? We'll listen to it. Yeah, absolutely.
But what was interesting about that is somehow it led us to this. Don't know how that happened. Have no idea, nor do I want to. But this came in the mail. It was mail. Like we used to say that a lot. This came in the mail, but that doesn't happen anymore. They come by.
It does come in. We have mailmen that come here every day.
Yeah, but they don't bring
Postal
letters.
service. Well, in a
bring
box. It
letters,
comes in
yeah.
that box, right?
Yeah, but
did that come Amazon or did that come? No, that came
that's-
from a guy. That came from mail.
It did come from mail.
Must have.
I don't know. Somebody delivered it.
Where's he from? Saskatchewan or something like that? You remember?
Well, now you're ruining the whole thing for me.
What? I'm just asking where he's from.
Who? How do you even know there's a he involved in this?
The person that said that.
How do
where
you
are
even
they
know
from?
there's a person involved? I haven't even gotten to that yet.
Because it came by mail. I figured that one out. Don't make me laugh. I told you. Don't make me laugh, damn it.
Oh, my goodness. Every once in a while, we receive things.
Not quite often enough, just
Not
so that you
often
know.
enough, but we do receive things, and they're always appreciated. And
Very much so.
It always allows us to take a little bit of time and discuss things that we wouldn't have discussed had those items not been sent to us. So, but every once in a while, we get one that the person who sends it obviously reads between the lines and knows his audience. In other words, he knows this audience. Wouldn't you say that
Yes.
would be? Yeah.
Yes. This guy, a person, this
Like, we
thing,
don't talk
this entity
about it.
that sent that knows something about us.
But we don't talk about it that often.
We've talked. Well, I just mentioned it just now.
I think every episode it probably comes up.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe every episode, but no more than every episode.
So it's only
okay, let's be
300
honest.
something times, right, in the course of history.
So this came into mail, and let me just read this for you because I think it's worthy of a read.
Absolutely.
And it comes to us from Yvonne Chartrand
Yvonne Chartrand.
from Edmonton, Alberta.
I was right. You see that?
Edmonton. Hopefully you don't mind us reading this, Yvonne, because, well, quite frankly, it's too late because it's going to get read anyways. Just wanted to say thank you for all the great content and entertainment that you've provided us, your audience, over the past 40 years of your show. The Fishing Canada show, together with the Outdoor Journal Radio Network, does more than entertain. You help get us back to basic nature, tranquility, and peace. We tend to forget or get distracted from what brings us true happiness, and often because of professional or personal life events. A few years back, this happened to me. Then one day, sitting in front of my TV watching your show, I thought to myself, what the hell am I doing? Time to get back to what nature does best, provide true happiness. Enjoying these cigars, and yes, I will have to open this up.
Now,
Don't show that white cigar.
I do need to do research. These may be blurred.
There's no.
You can turn the labels away.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't see any of them on here, Dean.
Because you're right, Dean. In Canada, you can't show a cigar label in the cigar shop, which is so
Right.
stupid.
I don't even think we can show the
Bunch of
cigar, can we?
bullshit.
Can we even show
Well,
a cigar?
They can in their humidors when you walk in. So
Yeah, all right.
maybe you can. But
All
they have
right.
a brown band on them with the word on it,
No
which is
more
so stupid.
labels to be seen. A beautiful, by the way. Anybody who smokes cigars, you know
That's
how
a
wonderful
beauty.
this is.
I've never seen
beautiful.
that kit before.
No,
Never seen anything like it.
and you got room here for all kinds of paraphernalia.
Yeah,
and
you got
it's
your
just
Bovita pack in
wonderful.
there. You've got your little vent holes for another, maybe for.
What are these? What are these little holes?
That's probably for your. I would put some humidifier, like a solution in there. Distilled water at worst.
You're
or,
thinking this comes out?
Well, it just looks to me like that might be a sponge in there or something like that.
Ah,
if we figure it out.
sponge, right.
You know what I mean? It looked like it left it right there. So
Anyways, all cedar lined and even
cedar
the-
wings.
Look at this, all beautiful cedar. all
Yeah,
through
it's
it.
beautiful. I
Nice
love it.
leather.
And I'm assuming that's for your cutter and lighter or
Yes.
lighters and those little pockets there.
Yes.
That's awesome, buddy.
I just
Thank
touched that
you.
with my nose. Look at the oils that I got on me.
Ew. Oh,
That's
my.
oily as hell.
It's because the makeup guy wasn't here.
Where's the makeup guy? Where the hell's the makeup guy?
Yeah, I
no
know.
wonder I'm oily.
Day off today. He's got a day off today.
God.
Yep.
Anyways,
Thank you so much, sir. That's,
he says, enjoy the cigars. It's my way of saying thank you. This, too, is a great way to slow down and relax during your busy episodes of filming. And I got to be honest with you. Can I be honest with him?
please do that.
There
for
is,
this- for
and
this
I know
gentleman.
there's maybe kids watching, and I apologize because I know that we should be better examples to them than this next comment I'm about to make. I do understand it. So there is never like this. There is no place on this earth that is better suited, if you are so inclined, than the bow of a boat on one of those special days where you've got a good friend in the boat and you're in the groove. You are on the spot and you're enjoying the whole experience. There's nothing better than lighting up a cigar.
I have to agree with that. I have to
I
totally
just-
agree with that.
Like that's
On a par with that, to me, and that same trip, I do love getting back to the camp, getting back to your little cottage, and sitting on the front deck and having a cigar there too, like that at that night after that long day, for a nice big cigar like that. That's heaven. It really is.
yeah, we're not the perfect role models, but we never, I don't think, ever professed
No.
to be.
You know what? Just to let everybody know that never goes to fishing lodges, et cetera, a large majority of the paying customers that go to these lodges, bring cigars. They smoke cigars at night. Everybody does it. They're all together around the campfire.
Well, not everybody.
They're
I mean,
all-
there's non-smokers.
There's some
It's
non-smokers,
fine.
but even the guys that don't smoke normally, they bring a 5-pack or 10-pack of cigars, one a day for the trip. So it
It's
happens a
all
lot.
part of that relaxation.
Yeah,
It's all
sure it
part of
is.
So anyways, he said,
Oh, is there a
yeah,
more?
we'll bleep that one out. He says you worked.
Read it, and then Dean can bleep it. Is there a way to do that?
Well, no, because I'd have to go through the whole process.
I got you then. Okay, I see what you're looking at.
So he says, you worked hard over the last 40 years and well-deserved retirement. But perhaps, like me, slow the process down. Don't be in a rush and let your talented young guys do all the heavy lifting while continuing with the show for the next few years or so.
I like
what
that.
What a great comment that
I
is.
like that quite a bit.
All around. It's great all-around comment. I love it. Yvonne, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You have no idea how much that and this is appreciated.
You got her.
There. See, I got it in.
And everybody else that's watching, you know,
Hey, by
what?
the way-
If Ange and I are going to do that, watch the boys, you better send more cigars because we got a lot of sitting around to watch these boys do that.
I was
for
going to
us.
say, don't be embarrassed. We
Yeah.
do accept goodies.
You know,
Just,
it's just a great gesture, you know.
let me put this in here so it doesn't.
Yeah, don't lose that. That's awesome.
All right.
Fantastic.
That was it. Did we miss anything, Dean?
No, we're good.
We're good?
Don't forget to put your Bovita packs back
on
in there.
normal programming next week.
That's normal programming?
We will
back to normal
be back to
programming.
normal programming.
We've got Dr. Cook coming up.
I'm going to attempt to line him up, and I have a good feeling.
Perfect. I do too. I'm really thinking.
I love him.
Yes.
You got
He's a
something
good
happening.
guy.
All right, on behalf of the entire crew, -1 because of education. I don't know. Like, there's another thing.
And when he's here, it's kind of lack of education.
Exactly. So I don't know how to make that.
can't
take
win.
that. No.
What were we going to say? Sorry. By the
Well,
way,
he's negative, isn't he? So, you could comment about that. He's always negative.
I am. I'm the world's worst pessimist. There's no doubt about it.
On a positive note, the
I
Buono's
don't like-
doing better.
Oh, I will take that. I like that. I know. I had a chat with him yesterday. I was very, very happy to hear him getting home and doing better.
Big brother Reno has been convalescing for the last couple of weeks in the hospital, and happy to report that everything is honky-dory.
Tougher than a bag of nails that
Give
way.
me a hell yeah!
And he's back to normal. And the reason I can tell you that, because a few days ago, while he was not doing well, he was very uncharacteristic of himself, feeling sorry and, down and having second thoughts about who he was and what he's done and his demeanor and all that stuff. And I kept saying, well, you're fine, you're perfect, everything. No, you're good. Don't worry. And so, no, I got to change. He's going on. And then he got better yesterday. And the first thing he did was bust my chops as soon as he got right back to normal.
Yeah, that's true. He did get you good.
Oh,
didn't he?
my God. Anyways, we love you. Nice to see you back
Yeah,
up
buddy,
and about.
for sure.
All right, on behalf of the entire crew, Mr. Peter Bowman.
The pessimist.
The pessimist.
And the negative, Mr. Negative.
I may give him a cigar, Yvonne, but he's going to have to be nice. We'll see. We're going to keep that. We're going to take this on a shoot. by the way.
Absolutely.
Hey?
Absolutely.
And maybe-
they cannot
maybe-
be smoked here. They have to go on a shoot for sure.
But we can't use them on the show, that shoot, because it'd be nice to say, by the way, we got this from
What about YouTube? When we put that kind of stuff on YouTube? We can.
I don't know.
I wonder. Maybe.
You'd get demonetized for smoking, I think.
Yeah, well, how much money are we making anyway?
Yeah, you can't take anything away that ain't there.
There are lots of YouTube channels that are cigar
Yeah,
oriented. Lots
true.
of them. So
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Talk about name
Smoking
dropping.
blunts. They smoke blunts on that.
It
sucker,
doesn't
don't they?
seem to bother him getting demonetized.
No.
Yeah, it's true.
50 million a year. Thank you very much. Anyways, Dean Taylor, Peter Bowman, I'm Angelo Bio. Thanks for joining us. Catch you next time. This episode of Outdoor Journal Radio has been brought to you in part by the Invasive Species Center, protecting Canada's land and water from invasive species. Freedom Cruise Canada, rent the boat, own the memories. And J&B Cycle and Marine, your home for all things power sports, boats, and equipment.